Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hypodermic here. Treyarch released a dev talk about zombies, so that's what we are going to be reviewing today. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. Let's see what is for us in zombies.
Hey everybody, I'm Kevin Drew.
Hello,
Steve
Kevin.
Bianchi here.
Mark Manestis.
Mark.
And we're here from the Zombies team, and we're here today to answer
All
questions coming
familiar
out of the
faces.
beta. What's changing from beta in Zombies? The beta was super helpful. We never had this before. It was really cool to just get all sorts of data, especially at high rounds. And so a lot of the tuning we're going to be making is related to high round strats and damage values and things of that nature.
Let's get into some of the big ones. Are we getting a unique Zombies HUD this year?
Right before we get into that, the one thing I really hope that they do not change about high rounds is adding super sprinters. Super sprinters completely have deterred me, like since Black Ops 4, since they were implemented, I think, into zombies. And like, it's just, I know there's a skill gap and you can say like, oh yeah, just get better, but like, it's just, it wasn't as enjoyable. I had no like desire or drive to actually get to round 100. The only time I got to round 100 in like the last 7 years was on the tomb, because the ice staff was overpowered as hell. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Let's continue on. They're talking about the HUD here.
There is a unique HUD theme coming to Zombies at launch.
Good.
We're really excited to have that in BO7 and look for some more in the upcoming seasons.
Cool.
Why
Very
didn't Treyarch
nice.
show
Very
off
nice.
any HUD themes at COD Next? It simply just wasn't ready to show yet. So when we do COD Next, we use a build that's at this point a couple months dated. And so this was a feature that was later in our development cycle. The Zombies HUD theme is very unique for the mode. We're really excited about it, and we're going to show it to you before launch.
I guess that makes
Weapons
sense.
didn't
Yeah,
feel strong enough after round 30 in the beta, so how are
yeah,
we going to
this
address
is a
that?
huge one.
We are looking at the higher rounds, and it's important for us that players are able to continuously play and maintain their ammunition by killing zombies, getting points, buying ammo, and the cycle continues. You didn't have access to your augments in the beta. Day one, you'll have access to anything you've unlocked in BO6, and that's going to be really helpful for maintaining your economy.
So for the saw blade trap, we did decide to increase the price just a little bit there. We saw that a lot of players were spending a little bit of essence and almost making that all back. So we're going to bump that up, and we're also going to reduce the attraction on that.
Also,
Okay.
we have this change with SMGs, where at really close ranges, you'll get a damage bonus. The shock baton is getting some adjustments too. We wanted to make sure the weapon is balanced with the new abilities of heavy attack and critical attack. It was doing pretty significant damage during the beta. And
Yeah, it
we
was.
wanted to make sure we have room to grow with other weapons and give them their own identities. We've also made some...
So, in other words, they are going to be nerfing the crap out of the baton, which, yeah, man, it's a good and bad situation. Like, yeah, you can like take out Ursa in like 2-3 hits, even at like the higher rounds, and yeah, that's good. But at the same time, like, I guess, yeah, melee macchiato and all the augments haven't been added, but like, man, it is such a slow like actual hit time. Like it's I don't know, I just never used the baton during the beta. It was way too slow, and I just did not enjoy it at all. So, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see when the full game comes out to see if it's actually a huge detrimental nerfing it. But I don't know. Regardless, I haven't played with it too much, so I really don't have too many feelings. I just wish it was faster. I don't know, the way the animation was too is like you're it's like super what's the word, I guess, like animated. And what I mean by that is like that's not how someone would fling a freaking baton at you. So yeah, I don't know. If they could just like switch how fast it actually does to hit the enemy, I would be okay with the nerf. But let's continue. I'll stop talking.
Other minor adjustments to a few other weapons, which you can find out.
When we go live. Why was the Doppelgast in the beta? So we want to make sure that each survival map kind of has its own identity, and we thought that at round 40, it's high enough rounds to kind of add in a little bit of variety to kind of spice up the loop there. We thought the Doppelgast is a great kind of intermediate between the Zersa and the normal zombies and the Ravagers. But that's going to be something like each survival map will kind of have its own unique identity. Don't expect the Doppelgast to be in every survival map. This might.
Okay, right before we continue, I didn't mind the Doppelgast spawning at 40. It was actually a nice little change up, a nice new zombie type. Like the Doppelgast we've only seen, yeah, I know it's showed up multiple times in BO6, but like it's still a new enemy type. I really like the Doppelgast. They're not, you know, they're not annoying like the freaking Thresher or the Amalgam or the Abomination or anything like that, but man, I was really worried that he was going to say that we're going to be taking Doppelgast out because, like, I don't know. Doppelgasts are fine, in my opinion. But to each their own. Let's continue.
Might be the only survival map it's in. Is every special elite enemy from Black Ops 6 coming to
Okay, hold on. I'll rewind about 15 seconds there. I just wanted to see what he said at the end there.
Ravagers. But that's going to be something like each survival map will kind of have its own unique identity. Don't expect the Doppelgast to be in every survival map. This might be the only survival map it's in.
Okay, cool.
Is every special elite enemy from Black Ops 6 coming to Black Ops 7? No. So for the most part, the enemies from Black Ops 6 aren't coming over. In general, like the evolutionary chain from Black Ops 6, so Parasite, Vermin, and Amalgam are not coming to Black Ops 7.
No manglers.
Oh, really?
Tell us more about Cursed.
No, whoa, no manglers. Okay, different. I know how annoying it was, especially at the launch of BO6 when it just spawned like 40, 50 manglers at round 30, but like, oh, manglers are kind of like classic. They're OG, they're recognizable at this point. I know people are kind of annoyed at this point, especially this new rendition, because it seems like their shots, be quiet phone, is it's just like tracking you. It totally does this huge freaking like Beckham turn, and it's actually annoying as hell. But yeah, no, they said no amalgams, which okay, I guess I get. We'll keep them in that universe, but yeah, no, that's actually kind of huge. That's huge news. No amalgams, no manglers in Black Ops 7. So it's just weird because we still get the mangler cannon. So why is that still a score streak that is available in the actual game? Like, if you're not going to have manglers, just take that score streak out. And if we're talking about overpowered stuff, that thing is so overpowered against Zersa. Man, exfilling at round 50, you just use that thing, use the whole clip, and you're good. Like, we want to talk about freaking nerfing stuff, you know? But whatever. Let's continue. I'm going to rewind it 10 seconds. Let's go.
Evolutionary chain from Black Ops 6, so Parasite, Vermin, and Amalgam are not coming to Black Ops 7.
No manglers.
Oh, that was the other thing. Sorry, I know I just paused it again, but look at that face. No manglers. But yeah, no, the levolution or evolution, I guess, of enemy types, I thought was pretty cool. Like, I'm pretty sure at one point it actually they did spawn from like Doppelgast to amalgams, but like that only happened I think once in my game back when Citadel first came out. But no, I thought the evolution wasn't too bad. Like, yeah, I actually, I know, I'm thinking about it now, could be a good choice, but still, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see some zombie types evolve as you know, the game progresses. But whatever, moving on.
Tell us more about Cursed. I would love to tell you more
Here we
about
go.
Cursed, but the mode is inherently built to be about discovery and letting the community figure out what is all in there. So we're trying to kind of strike that balance of letting you know the general shape of the mode. It's a harder, more advanced mode. And once you're in there, you have the classic point system, no mini-map.
Cool.
You start with the pistol.
Very
But
cool.
Besides that, there's other attributes that change, like ammo costs and things like that. But what you're doing in there is you're trying to find these relics. And each relic is this additional difficulty modifier. So you find that, you unlock it permanently, and you can activate relics and make the mode even harder. But by doing so, you'll also unlock additional rewards. And the first reward is once you hit kind of tier 1, is golden armor now becomes available in Cursed as a wall buy. With that said, let's try to answer.
Okay, so there are different tiers to these relics. Like how I said, it reminds me of the Mayhem mode back in Borderlands 3. I guess this is kind of how it is. Like, you did have Mayhem 1 up to 10, and yeah, I wonder how high this is actually going to go, how difficult it's actually going to be. I think relics are the curses are going to be, yeah, relics, curses, whatever you want to call them, are going to be like the coolest feature added into this game. It has such a great appeal, right? Like, you get it, you can play classic round zombies like how it used to be back in the day, like how everyone has been bitching since 2018. So, oh my god, this has been a long time. But yeah, great change. Relics, I actually can't wait to find some myself and apply those modifiers.
Some of the questions you do have about the mode. Can we get cursed at launch without having to unlock it? So we know there's a lot of discussion about this, and we totally understand that players want to experience this version of zombies. So what we're gonna do is unlock cursed as soon as someone out in the world completes the main quest in Ashes of the Damned. We'll make sure that everyone's able to go into that mode once that main quest has been solved.
No pressure.
That
Will there be a
is
relic
very
to remove?
cool. Oh, that is actually something I was not. Wow, that's actually brings more higher stakes to completing the Easter egg first. Unfortunately, I will have to be streaming later in the day on that day. Normally I have that day off, but I am covering for a coworker, so yeah, I will be streaming that around, well, hopefully when I get home, so 5:30 p.m. Mountain time. So whatever that time is corresponding to wherever you live, that's when I'll be streaming. Hopefully the Easter egg is not completed then, but if it's not, we're gonna have some fun, man. I actually can't wait for Ashes of the Dam. It seems like a very fun map. I had so much fun during the beta, but I'll quit talking. Will there be a relic to removed armor in Cursed? Huge question. Armor is very Warzone. It's not really zombies, so this will be a very interesting question to have answered here.
Armor in Cursed. No. You really need armor to survive these high rounds. It's a harsh world out there. Without armor, you die pretty quickly. So we do have an augment.
Before he goes into the augment, it's like, okay, why don't you just adjust the health system at that point? I don't know if that's like way too much work or if it messes up something, but like, why can't we not have armor in zombies? Like, that's such like a weird thing. Like, I don't know if it's just like money, time consuming, just not possible due to the live servers that are going on. I don't know what the freaking possibility might be, but like, man, it seems like something that would be a knockout of the park for zombie fans. I don't know. That's a very interesting thing to note about the armor in zombies. So it might not. I didn't mean to press that. I'll rewind it a bit. Might not go well with the community at all.
Without armor, you die pretty quickly. So we do have an augment for Vulture Aid that will automatically replay an armor piece for you when you pick it up. But also, there's golden armor, which you can get after you upgrade to 3 plates.
You're gonna need golden armor in Cursed. It's a really challenging mode. When you start stacking those relics at higher tiers, it's essential.
Can we get some legacy weapons in BO7 zombies, like the Olympia and PPSH 41? We've seen the discussion about this, and we are looking into how this might be doable, but no promises. Was the X52 Resonator from Season 6 originally supposed to be a wonder weapon?
Oh,
so we've seen your theories online.
Recent.
Sometimes the community can be pretty accurate. But in this case, no. This weapon was concepted a couple months after Shattered Veil had shipped, and it's intended for the Season 6 haunting, where the weapons team could really let loose and create, another fantastic weapon. This one in particular is made for the whole game. So, MP and zombies.
What was the highest round someone reached during the beta?
That's very interesting.
It was 617, which is an impressive number given the time
I thought it was going to be higher
that players had to play Van Dorn Farm. So congratulations. Will there be a super Easter egg in Black Ops 7? A super
yes.
Easter egg is something that we care a lot about. We know the community cares a lot about, and we want to do it right. So it's something we're looking into for Black Ops 7. This being a continuation from 6 to 7, it makes a lot of sense if we're going to do one to have it at the end of this year.
Thanks for the
Yeah, it
feedback
would.
during the beta. We love the passion from the community.
We want to keep things as much of a secret as we can for zombies, but we will have more details coming soon as we head towards launch. See you then.
See you then.
See you then. Wow, that wasn't too bad. Honestly, like I was not expecting them to answer a question about the Resonator, the newest weapon added in the Haunting of Black Ops 6, but yeah, no, I think the biggest bummer about that is I guess right there, you just see Mr. Ruffles right there, armor and cursed. Man, it seems like, why couldn't you just tinker the health system at that point? Like, I understand the difficulty, skill gap, and all that. You want to make it harder. You want to make it challenging for the people who actually earn these relics. But like, oh my God, man, we have been asking this for so long. You guys are so close, and I just don't understand why that's not a change. It does baffle me at this point, so I don't know. But that is the dev talk, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty sure I got all my opinions and my voice on what I thought of it during the whole thing. Hopefully that wasn't too annoying of me just, playing and pausing so many times. But yeah, that was the video. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on this dev talk. I'll see you guys in another Black Ops Zombies video at some point, and yeah, have a good rest of your day. Peace out.